And speaking of gemstones, please come to your screen right now, because this may be the first time you've ever seen a cut like this, unless you have shopped Glenn Lehrer here at QVC. This man is a master cutter when it comes to gemstones. And those aren't even faceted. Wait till you hear the story. This is his Eye of Consciousness accent ring. It's all set in 14 karat gold, 14 karat yellow gold. And then you have your choice between 4 different gemstones in sizes 5 through 10 that each have such a beautiful, different, unique way and presence about them. This one is the blue topaz that is 3.5 carats. And then they all have a diamond in the middle. Here we have Rose de France, which is a pink amethyst. That one is 2.5 carats. Next to that, we have Prasiolite, which is a very light green amethyst. That is 2.5 carats. And then we also have the Champagne Quartz, which looks so beautiful with that yellow gold, also about 2.5 carats. We have fewer than 2 dozen in each. The regular QVC price is a feat in itself at less than $1,000 for how unique this is. But when we do a sale price is when you want to do something new and treat yourself. So we're gonna save you $246 today. First day presented at that sale price. J433885 is your item number. Glenn Lehrer, I am so honored to finally meet you. I wish it was in person, but the minute I saw your designs, I was like, now that I have never seen before. I am all in. Tell us about this particular cut and then your journey and how everything is so different when it comes to the art that you do.
Yes, Terry. Well, nice to meet you too, Terry. Yeah, this is actually my journey and my ethos as far as cutting gemstones, is that I want to create things that people have never ever seen before. And that's the whole key. And in the Eye of Consciousness, it really is, like you had mentioned a little earlier, all carved. Even though I'm sticking within what we call the critical angle or the angle of incidence, where everything has to line up just right for brilliance, it's still done by hand, by carving. So every one of these stones is hand carved, but maintaining the brilliance that you see. Now, it is based on what we call the torrid shape. The torrid shape is the most prevalent form found in nature. Think about the iris of the eye, the rings on a tree. If you go out into your garden, almost every flower in the garden is a torrid shape. You just look everywhere, the tornado, the whirlpool. These are all what we call the torrid shape. So it's based on the most prevalent form in nature. But the way we carved these stones and performed them, I really wanted to look like the iris of an eye, as you can see. They don't look faceted. They definitely have this kind of radiating look on them. And so every one of these has to be done by hand, very meticulously and very critically within that what we call angle of incidence, or beyond the angle, the critical angle of the stone. And that's what makes this cut very unique. So unique that when I originally invented this about 20 years ago, I actually was, which I don't.
We're going to try to reconnect with Glenn, but I luckily have seen him present this with Mary Beth, so I know the story. He has a patent on this way of cutting a gemstone. One of only 2 patents in the whole entire world. And that tells you how unique and different this is. If you can dive in as close as we can get, actually, I'm going to show you on the amethyst because you can really see it. When you look into it, the way we're looking into it there, it looks like that flower he's talking about, but there are no facets. See, do you see the flower there? But then I turn it and it's just clear on the inside. Glenn, we have you back now. Thank you so much. That was very quick.
Yes. So anyways, so I was able to apply 20 years ago for a U.S. patent cut, and I don't think there's more than 20 or more than 2 patents ever filled in a gemstone cut, which I was awarded because of its uniqueness, partly because this inner cone, which is on the underside, which reflects back, plus then being able to drill a hole and put a diamond in the middle. Now these diamonds are held in by laser riveting, no glue. They're actually held in there mechanically. And so everything about this is a unique property that had never been seen before based on the round brilliant concept.
Now, would you be able to size this because it does have like the rope or kind of like the twist going all the way around?
I think you can size them if a good goldsmith knows how to cut it right where you need to line the rope up. And in my studio, we use a laser welder. So it ends up being a non soldered joint. So it's completely like if it was originally new. So a good goldsmith can definitely match the swirl on both ends to be able to size it if you run out of certain sizes that aren't quite your size.
I mean, these are works of art. They belong in a museum. I think this is so exciting to have something, a gemstone that has a patent on it. It's unlike anything in your jewelry wardrobe that you have. What a beautiful gift to give to someone and just say, you know, this is as unique as you are. And you have your choice between the 4 different gemstones. So whether it is a birthstone or just a color that they love. I know my mom would love that Rose de France because she loves pink. We have it in the blue topaz. Rose de France, am I correct that that's a pink amethyst?
Yes, that is correct. The pink amethyst has also been called for many decades Rose de France, which is given a nice name for this. And a matter of fact, Rose de France is actually rarer in nature than the amethyst that it comes from. You can find a lot of dark amethyst all over the world, but Rose de France is very hard. It ends up being about 1 to 5% in a particular area of that gem mine.
Wow. And then the praesiolite, is that a light green amethyst?
Again, they discovered that in an area called Rio Grande do Sul in Brazil, and they didn't know what it was at first, and then they realized, you know, when you heat amethyst in the right heating conditions, it'll turn citrine, but they discovered that this particular area, when they heated it, turned this kind of pistachio mint green. Thus, they named it its own gemstone variety called praesiolite.
So beautiful. And then, of course, we have that gorgeous champagne quartz. Len, it was such an honor to work with you. Thank you so much.